between South Korea and Ghana. South Korea all in red, Ghana all in white. As the South Koreans kick the game off. Of course, both sides in need of a victory, really. A goalless draw against Uruguay, first time out for South Korea. Well, a 3-2 defeat for Ghana against Portugal. Those two sides, Uruguay and Portugal, play later today in the late game and catch that clash on this service, as well as when all four sides face off at 3 o'clock on against Portugal. And South Korea come forward, a long throw down the left hand side. Kim Jin-soo, the left back, looking towards Cho Gyu-sung, who's one of 3 changes for the South Koreans, and the ball bounces out. As I mentioned, South Korea made 3 changes. Cho Gyu-sung, Kwon Chang-hoon and Jong Woo-young come into their side. Still a 4-2-3-1, and still no Hwang Hee-chang, the Wolves man, on the bench, but nursing a muscle injury. Change as well for Ghana, including Tariq Lamptey and Jordan Ayew coming in to the side. There's an early injury maybe to Ayew, just caught one on the head, but seems to be okay. A change of shape as well from Ghana. They were a back 3 against Portugal, but a back 4 this time around. For South Korea, Na Sang-ho, Lee Jae-sung and Hwang Yu-jo have all dropped out. And they line up 4-2-3-1. Kim Si-ju in goal, Kim Jin-soo the left back, Kim Young-ju as the centre half, Kim Min-jae, Napoli star, alongside him at Kim Moon-hwan across at right back. Jung Woo-young and Hwang Hee-byung will hold the midfield with Sung Hyun-min, Jong Woo-young and Kwon Chang-hoon supporting Cho Gyu-sang. 4-3-3 today it looks like for Ghana. Aiti Ziggy in goal, Lamptey, Amati, Salisu and Mensah across the back. Party, Abdul Samed and Kudos, who looks set to play a more central role, the Ajax man, after being so influential in the latter stages against Portugal. Jordan Ayew, Andre Ayew and Inaki Williams up front. South Korea playing from deep here. In the end, it was the right ball. Kim Young-won away finds his touch. Tariq Lamptey, first start of the World Cup, came on as a substitute against Portugal. Takes a quick throw back to Daniel Amati, then inside ball by Thomas Partey. Mahmoud Kudus is almost playing as the number 10 today by the looks of it. First time we've seen him. Lovely assist for Andre Ayew in the opening game. Looked somewhat restricted in the wide left position. He seems to be playing against the Seleção, but now more central. First time we've had an opportunity to mention our referee as well. Anthony Taylor, the 44-year-old from Wythenshawe, and Michael Oliver, the 2 English referees at the World Cup, as Ghana have a free kick. Jordan Ayew and Mahmoud Kudus stand over it. Kudus will be the man who takes it 30 yards out, dinks it into the box towards Thomas Partey. It's Cho who's back there, gets it away, and now the chase could be on. Looks like Kwon Chang-hoon breaking down the right hand side. He's got Sung Hyun-min inside as well, but it's actually Cho Gyu-sung picks it up. Back to Kim Jin-soo, the left back on the right hand side, is whipped across towards Son and just about away. Good challenge by Daniel Amati. Clearance completed by Abdul Samed, but good counter-attacking football by the Taizhou Warriors, the South Koreans. But then Andre Ayew fizzes the ball towards his brother Jordan Ayew, but Kim Moon-hwan happy to let it go out for a throw. Paolo Bento, the South Korean coach, isn't too happy about something. Been in charge since 2018. It was a nice build-up play by the South Koreans. Intricate movement. It was in towards Cho Gyu-sung, but he couldn't quite get the finish. Maybe a yellow card. Hwang In-byung was pulling Andre Ayew back there. I don't think he's been punished though by Anthony Taylor. As Gideon Mensah, he replaces Baba Rahman in the team today for Ghana at left back. As I mentioned, it's more of a back 4 today. Salisu, Amati, the 2 central men, and joined by a fellow Premier League player in Tariq Lamptey on the right hand side. Gideon Mens, the left back, plays at Auxerre, the 24-year-old, 13th cap for him today. Still no goals. Paolo Bento is not happy about something, as both sides look to settle into the game. Kim Moon Hwan throws down the line. Mohamed Salisu heads up in the air. Jung Woo Young then wins it for South Korea. Thomas Partey maybe had a bit of composure. Is then into the feet of Kudus, but it's easily taken away from him, and now Son Heung-min can break down the left-hand side as South Korea attack. He's taken down by Tariq Lamptey. All eyes on referee Anthony Taylor. Is he going to reach for his pocket for a yellow card? Son thinks he should, the South Korean skipper. It was pretty blatant, I thought, that by Tariq Lamptey. He didn't seem to be playing the ball, but it won't be a caution for the Brighton man. And now South Korea have a free kick in pretty much an identical position to where Ghana did. 30, maybe 35 yards out on the left-hand side. A cross rather than a shot incoming. Kim Min-jae has certainly gone up. Kim Young-won too as well. He joins Hwang In-beom in there too. They have got height in this South Korean side. They've got good delivery, of course, with Son and Kwon Chung-hoon as well. He's a left-footer. Son's right foot takes it short to Kim Moon Hwan. Back towards the back post. Left back Kim Jin-soo's got in round the back, but his chest control showed too much to Jordan Ayew, who could hammer it in to the stand behind the goal at the Education City Stadium in Al Rayyan. The Ghana fans making some noise by the looks of it, as are the South Koreans, as the camera pans around the stadium. You missed it earlier today. 3-3 in Group G between Serbia and Cameroon. A fantastic game. The lead switching hands on a couple of occasions. It's a short corner kick. It's away by Andreu at the near post. Shot comes in from distance. Looked like Jung Woo Young with the effort. Yes, it was. And Tariq Lamptey with the block. Another corner kick will be to South Korea, playing their 10th successive World Cup finals, which is pretty impressive. The issue is when they get to the finals, really, they've only won one of their last 10 matches, famously beating Germany and Russia 4 years ago. A result described as a miracle. Of course, they got to the semi-finals of the World Cup on home soil in 2002. Kim Min-jae's waiting for this delivery from Son. It's towards the near post. It's flicked on. It's ricocheting around. Eventually away. It comes to Hwang In-beom. Kim Min-jae then gets in the way of his attempted dink pass, and there could be a break for Ghana. No, Tariq Lamptey couldn't control it. Now Kim Min-jae will play right wing as the ball's whipped in by the Napoli man. It's away, but then he wins it back, Kim Min-jae, and it's all over the place really so far this game. And it's Abdul Samed who's trying to chase the ball down, but it beats him to the line. It will be another corner kick to South Korea, who just seem to be on top in the early stages of this match. Goalless in Group H, 0-0 in the penalty tube studio commentary. Son Heung-min still wearing that protective mask after undergoing eye socket surgery, injured against Marseille. Hwang Hee-chan still out. It's taken short, this South Korean corner. Again, they don't beat the first man, who's Andre Ayew. Good, diligent defensive work. Miscontrolled by Kim Moon Hwan, who has to go back into his own half. Will take a touch, then give it to Hwang In-beom. He switches the play. Wide is Jung Woo Young. Cho Gyu-sung, was he offside there? He controls and said it's the green light for the linesman to play on. Kim Jin-soo now. And drilled in by Olympiacos' Jung Woo Young. Too strong though, and out for a goal kick to Ghana. And Lawrence Atizigi maybe just has a chance to calm things down. The Sangalen goalkeeper. Cap number 13 for him. And what is a relatively inexperienced Ghana side, you have to say. Tariq Lamptey, cap 40. Mohamed Salisu, cap 5. So Tariq Lamptey 4. Salisu 5. Inaki Williams, cap 5 for him as well, and still to score international level. Is Inaki Williams. It was Andre Ayew and Osman Bukhari of Red Star Belgrade who got the goals against Portugal. I imagine we'll see Bukhari in the second half. He had a real impact off the bench as South Korea go back to goalkeeper Kim Seung-ju. Ju will find Hwang In-boom. And now Kim Moon-hwan can turn away. Down the line, Gideon Mensah fields it. It's ball back inside. Isn't the best though. And South Korea does seem to be finding all the second ball at the moment. As Jung Woo-young switches the play to Kim Jin-soo. He's been bright so far, the Hyundai Motors man. Into Song Hyun-min. He wins his side. A corner kick. Abdul Samed was across there to make the interception. The Lone Star earning his third cap for Ghana. They have had a number of late inclusions to the squad. A number of players have switched nationality like Lamptey and Inaki Williams. Brother Nico Williams featured for Spain last night in their 1-1 draw against Germany. 11.5 gone. South Korea 0, Ghana 0. Son Heung-min into in corner kick again, doesn't beat the first man. It's poor so far by Paulo Bento's men when it comes to balls into the box. Kim Jin-soo comes inside, eventually back to Son Heung-min. Step over, good skill by the Spurs man, and drills the ball in. Was Tariq Lamptey the last man to touch it? I think he was. It will be another corner kick. They're piling up for South Korea. Can they make the pressure tell? Both Kim Young-kwon and Kim Min-jae coming up from the back, the two centre halves. Jung Woo-young, got to be 6'1", 6'2", so another target. Ghana, a mix of man for man and zonal marking. Thomas Partey looks like he's got Kim Min-jae. Son, again, doesn't beat the first man. You wonder if it's a ploy, because it's been so poor. They seem to be whipping them in low, but no success so far. Kim Seung-ju, the goalkeeper. The ball goes all the way back to him as Kim Moon-hwan, the right back, and now Kim Min-jae, the centre half. Had such an excellent time at Napoli since moving in the summer from Fenerbahce. I think there's a number of English clubs before he went to Fenerbahce, but maybe a season in Turkey, playing European football. As the perfect, I suppose, first step on his trip to European football. Really settled down, and he's been fantastic for Napoli when I've seen them this season. Plays it into Hwang In-boom and Kim Min-jae again. It's halfway by Gideon Mensah, and then Jordan Ayew's got too much for Kim Moon-hwan, and Hwang In-boom brings Jordan Ayew down. It was almost trying to make a point there, I think, Hwang In-boom. Jordan Ayew was too strong for Kim Moon-hwan. And then Hwang In-boom barged him over. South Korea ready to battle. I suppose they played Uruguay in the first game and have anything less than a battle against La Celeste, who face Portugal later today. Brazil still to play Switzerland as well. Really good day of football. The last round of the second batch of group stages. Then we're into the real business end of the pools in Qatar. After this, as Kim Min-jae clears off the face of Abdul Samed. It's for South Korea throw. Kim Moon-hwan will take it. About 25 yards from his own goal on the right hand side. South Korea going left to right on our TV. Pitches independent of Tube Studio commentary. Still goalless if you are joining us. 3-3 in the earlier match between Serbia and Cameroon. Kim Moon-hwan will go down the line. Flick on from Ju-sung. Ju-sung getting involved and then winning the seconds. Played out to Song Heung-min will play it back to Young-kwon and Min-jae, and starting to settle into the game as In-boom finds Moon-hwan down the right hand side. Diminutive right back. Skillful player though, what I've seen so far. Imbeum into Wu Zhong. He miscontrols. It comes up to Yu Sung though, but Ghana step in through Thomas Partey and Jordan Ayew give Iñaki Williams something to get after. It wasn't a great ball, and Williams was a willing chaser, but Min Jae both quick and composed as he went back to goalkeeper Sung Ju, who cleared his lines. As I mentioned, plenty of fans from both sides of the divide today. South Koreans and Ghanaian fans in the stands at the Education City Stadium. One of the new ones built well for this competition, opening in 2020. Capacity of 44,667. And the majority of those are filled this afternoon. That's good play in midfield by Imbeum. 1-2 between himself and Yu Sung. Eventually it's worked wide to Chang Hoon. He wants it on his left foot. In fact, he can play it with his right foot. Finds Jin Soo at the back post. Fires it in off Tariq Lamptey. Another corner kick to South Korea. As I mentioned, they're starting to mount up. Need their deliveries to be better though, because they've been poor so far. Often failing to beat the first man. South Korea, 4 attempts at goal, the stats tell me. None for Ghana. And this is their 6th corner. Anthony Taylor is just organising everybody, ensuring there's not the usual pushing and shoving, which the referees have been told to keep an eye on in the competition. Son will take the corner kick. It's flicked on at the near post. They're asking for a handball, are they there, Ghana? Just having a look. Cho Yu-sung just asked the question of Anthony Taylor. I'm not entirely convinced, I have to say. He flicks it on the South Korean number 9, and it hits Mohamed Salisu. Well, it hits him on the logo, the sponsor's logo of his shirt, on his the right-hand side of his chest. Same again then. Song Hyun-min with the corner kick. In swing of his right foot. Hasn't gone to the back post yet. They've all gone to the near post. Again, this one goes towards near post, and Gideon Mensah clears there. He and Andre Ayew seem to be alternating that role. Kim Min Jae picks up on the edge of the box, tries to thread a ball through. Doesn't work out, but he's going to get a second chance. He'll go towards the back post. It's off of referee Taylor. Then flicked in. Overhead kick from Son. No, misses his kick. And Tariq Lamptey hammers it away for Ghana. But it's certainly South Korea who are the team in the ascendancy. Kim Sung-ju, the goalkeeper, comes way out of his box, untroubled, to field the ball. Imbeum will now direct the players in front of him. He's got enough time to do so, put his foot on it. Kim Moon Hwan, the right back, now inside to Imbeum, who's been really lively. Happy to get on the ball. Imbeum has it again on the halfway line. Son Hyun-min. We've got Kim Jin-soo asking for the ball on the left-hand side. South Korea keep it though. Kim Min Jae just over the halfway line. His silver boots. He'll step forward as well, unopposed, into Song Hyun-min. Kim Jin-soo's got options and space on the left-hand side. His ball again is a poor one. It was low and into the feet of Tariq Lamptey. And away by Ghana, but it's like a training match at the moment. Ghana on the edge of their own box, and South Korea, plenty of bodies in the opposition half. As I say, that Kudus dispossessed Son, and there's a foul by the retreating Kim Jin-soo, the left back, who had gone forward expecting the ball to come from him, or come to him rather, from Son. But it wasn't to be. Anthony Taylor happy to let these fouls go without any further punishment. You do wonder if he is thinking about maybe going to the book, because there have been some pretty blatant ones. Salisu, Ayew tries to turn. It works out for him. The ball ricochets to Abdul Samed. Amati now into Tariq Lamptey. Lamptey down the right-hand side. Progressive play by the Brighton man. Inside ball to Mohamed Kudus. Kudus can't quite get it away. Then it's fired. Now South Korea can't keep hold of it. Andreou, something's happened off the ball there. We'll see. We'll have a look at that. Anthony Taylor has stopped the play now as well. It looked like there was a lash out maybe by Amati. Yellow card. It looks like Daniel Amati's been received. Is it Cho Yu-seung who's gone down? There was a bit of a incident between them. And, well, I don't know what Daniel Amati's doing there. He thrusts his arms back towards the South Korean forward, catches him on the nose. It was all quite dramatic, but Daniel Amati may be a touch fortunate there because, as I say, it's inexplicable what he was doing and why he did it. And he complained, pleads his innocence, but it was really, really strange play as much as anything. Let's have a look at Kim Jin-soo just limping away. The John Buick Hyundai Motors man. He was trying to stop Tariq Lamptey playing the ball. Lamptey played it and then he went through into Lamptey. We've seen a replay where his left ankle goes almost underneath him. He's going to continue for now. Or is he? He's just signalled towards the bench. He is stood over the ball to take the free kick. He is actually, looks like he is going to continue. Still goalless, independent off-tube studio commentary. 21.5 gone. Gideon Mensah wins his header against Kwon Chang-yoon. Paolo Bento doesn't sit down, does it? Neither does O.A.T, his opposite number, who played at the 2006 World Cup. As Jordan Ayew comes forward. Yeah, 15 caps for Ghana. German-born to Ghanaian parents, born in Hamburg and played all of his professional career in Hamburg. In fact, as an attacking midfielder or winger, O.A.T has been in charge of the side since earlier this year and has recruited well, really, as far as coaching staff go. George Boateng and Chris Hughton amongst his backroom team. Paulo Bento, the Portuguese, 35 caps, outscoring as a defensive midfielder. But was a key part for Portugal for a long time, wasn't he? At the Euros in 2000 and at the 2002 World Cup in South Korea. As we see Ghana trying to gain a foothold in the match now. Jordan Ayew turns and is roughly brought down there by Hwang In-beom. Bjorn was behind him. It was nice footwork, really, by Jordan Ayew, and then the South Korean number 6, who plays his football at Olympiacos, was pretty rugged, as I suggested. The man next to him, Jung Woo-young, actually plays in Qatar with Al Sadd. Goalkeeper Kim Sung-ju and Al Shabaab in Saudi Arabia. So there are players who, I suppose, have more familiarity with the conditions. And well, the aircon's on, I suppose, at the Education City Stadium, but there must be some spots in the ground where it doesn't quite have the same impact. Jordan Ayew and Mohamed Kudus stand over this free kick. Ayew eventually takes it, whips it in, it bounced in the box, and it's in from Mohamed Salisu. He gave the penalty away in the first game against Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. Salisu makes amends, though. It was poorly defended. Jordan Ayew whipped the ball in a bit of disguise. It looked like Kudus was going to take it, but Ayew whipped it in towards the goalkeeper. No one really defended it. It bounced and ricocheted around, and Salisu hammered it home, much to the delight of the Ghanaian fans. 24 and a bit minutes gone. South Korea 0, Ghana 1. We're going to see a replay now. As I say, Kudus shaped to take it. Jordan Ayew did. I think they're all onside. Kim Min-jae seemed to be the only South Korean player attacking that. It wasn't great defending, you have to say. And Salisu was on the spot to fire home. O.A.T will be delighted by that. You get the feeling with Ghana, goals are not going to be a problem. They scored twice against Portugal. They now need to keep them out at the other end against South Korea side, who didn't score, of course, against Uruguay. So Jordan Ayew's ball in. Mohamed Salisu into the net. The camera's focused on Anthony Taylor. Are we going to have another look for a potential foul? The ball actually comes off Andrew's hand there, but he's headed down onto it. It's not anything he can do. Mohamed Salisu waits nervously. And we are having a VAR check, so 3 minutes after the ball went in, we are now having a check. I'm not quite sure what they are looking for at the moment. Anthony Taylor just trying to explain the situation to the players. Salisu is crouched down. Points to the centre spot. The goal stands, much to the light of Andre Ayew, the skipper, who it could have been a handball against him, but he's celebrating wildly, as he might. Ghana lead 1-0 in the Group H match at Al Rawn's Education City Stadium. Of course, it's independent off-tube studio commentary, studio-based, as Kim Young-won moves it to Kim Jin-soo, seems to recover from that knock. Son Heung-min is dispossessed by Tariq Lamptey, does really well then to get away from Son. There's a foul on Andre Ayew, but Mohamed Kudus is coming away. They're trying to bring him down. That has to be a yellow card against Jung-woo Young, I think. He tried his best. It was almost like a fullback in rugby league there. He was round Kudus, his arms go up to the shoulders and sweep down and bring him down as he lock around the waist. And a free kick in the yellow card as well for the Al Sadd man. And this is a real opportunity. You feel Ghana, after a slow start to this game, really have the momentum now. Again, Ayew and Mohamed Kudus standing over the ball, ready to take a free kick. This one's 35 yards out, maybe. A cross rather than a shot. It's a deep line from South Korea. Again, this time Ghana win it. Kim Min-jae nods it away, and the clearance is completed by Hwang In-beom. But the second best for this 5 minutes are Ghana. They need to, South Korea. They need to just get back to where they were. I mentioned one win in the last 10 World Cup games. This is the 10th finals in a row. Hwang In-beom goes long towards Son Heung-min, who's struggling to get a foothold in this game. Good goalkeeping by Lawrence at Ziggy. He comes out at his Ziggy, all in green. Something quite satisfying about seeing a goalkeeper all in green, old school I suppose. And bowls it out to Mohamed Salisu. Ghana all in white again, as they were against Portugal. Quite a vibrant red for South Korea. Goalkeeper Kim Sung-ju in all yellow. There's some good colours on the pitch as far as the kit manufacturers are concerned. Cho Gyu-sung's gone down there. It's massaging his back. Ooh, yeah, it's a sore one. That Mohamed Salisu beat him to the ball. Had to come over the top of him, and I think just a stray knee. And free kick South Korea just inside their own half, as Kim Young-won goes into Kim Min-jae. Now Kim Moon-hwan. Moon-hwan is under pressure from Jordan Ayew. Moon-hwan's going to have to do well here. He finds Min-jae, who goes long. Then headed away by Mohamed Salisu. Thomas Partey, composed play, and gives the ball away. Not great at all by the Arsenal man. Kwan Chang-hoon has it now then. Moon-hwan. No one seems to want to control it at the moment. It's then away by Abdul Samed, who comes from nowhere to hammer it up into the sky. Eventually it finds the hands of the South Korean goalkeeper Sung-ju. He bowls it out to Young-won. Now Jin-soo. Young-won again. He's got Min-jae inside. Min-jae will play it first time into the feet of In-beom. Of the two holding midfielders for South Korea, he looks the most creative. Plays a short ball to Min-jae, then wide to Moon-hwan, right in front of Otto Addo. crouched down on the edge of his technical area, barking out the instructions. Jinzhou is then dispossessed by Mohamed Kudus. Andre Ayew, Thomas Partey and Daniel Amati is telling his team to spread wide and give themselves more options. Gideon Mensah has to go back to Mohamed Salisu, but it's safe possession at the moment for Ghana. Partey, Abdul Samed, and now Salisu. This is the best bit of control play we've seen from Ghana. As I say, that Thomas Partey plays it to the chest of Abdul Samed. There's no South Korean players pressing though, and so Ghana can try and play the way out again. Salisu over the halfway line into the feet of Jordan Ayew. It's not a great pass by the Crystal Palace man. Back to Mohamed Salisu, who just about gets a ball back to Abdul Samed, and straight away screaming at his teammates to give him and his fellow defenders more options to go forward. Daniel Amati, he does go forward, and he finds Inaki Williams, who controls beautifully the Athletic Bilbao man, gets onto his right foot, and Kim Jin-soo does well to get his body across Inaki Williams. It was a bit of a numbers game in the end, you have to say, and it will be a free kick to South Korea in their own penalty box, trailing 1-0. Mohamed Salisu's goal, the difference as things stand. South Korea were the better of the two sides earlier in the match, but Ghana have really improved as things have gone on. Here is Kim Young-won, the left-sided centre-half for South Korea. Left-footed, very elegant player. Back to Kim Min-jae. He's equally smooth on the ball. Right to Kim Moon-hwan. He works it down the line towards Jong Woo-yang, who's broken from midfield, but his headed control is heavy, and he'll go for a goal kick for Lawrence Atizigi. Ghana look better in possession, but they also look quite comfortable, you have to say, marking the edge of their own box and not letting South Korea get in behind. You have to say, Son Heung-min struggled to get into the game. It's always been a worry for South Korea, really, how they get the best out of him. And maybe, just maybe, that's where their issues scoring goals have come from in the past. They do have strengths, though. Very, very decent spine to the side, of course. And very, very well coached, well drilled by Paulo Bento. Well, you wouldn't think so at the moment. Just seeing him there, his hands on his hips and very frustrated. It's the Portuguese as Daniel Amati brings it forward for Ghana. 33 and a bit on the clock. Korea 0. Ghana 1. Mohamed Salisu, the goal scorer, has it, and Gideon Mensah whips it down the line. It's a good ball to Inaki Williams, who holds off his man and rides a challenge. Potential advantage being played. Kim Moon-hwan seem to take the legs of Inaki, but Ghana still have the ball through Abdul Samed. Amati, he's got Tariq Lamptey wide, instead goes just inside to Partey, who's smack bang in the middle of the pitch, 30 yards out. Abdul Samed wide to Gideon Mensah on the left hand side, thought about the cross, the ball just ran away from him, so he gave it back to Jordan Ayew, whipped in, back post, free header, Mohamed Kudus, and it's 2-0. They look towards the offside flag, and it looks like Kudus has got his goal. It was far too easy. No one seemed to be marking the Irishman at the back post. Mohamed Kudus gets his first World Cup goal. In fact, his sixth international goal. And we see the South Korean fans unhappy, understandably so. 2 assists now for Jordan Ayew. Mensah, the ball got away from him. He did the right thing by going back to Ayew. Kudus is onside, and it's just a glancing header past the goalkeeper, who is in that difficult position where he doesn't know whether to come or go. He does neither. The ball brushes off the head of Kudus into the post, into the back of the net rather, and it's 2-0 to Ghana. And South Korea have a long way to go to get back into this game. Just seeing Otto celebrating, and the Ghanaian fans as well. As you imagine, in rapture. Goes from Salisu and Kudus making the difference. South Korea, you feel, probably need to get a goal before half-time, 10 or so minutes plus additional time. As things stand, of course, Ghana and South Korea played a game more than Portugal and Uruguay, who play later. But Ghana are top of the pool, and South Korea are rock bottom. They only have 1 point. Ghana would have 3. Portugal have got 3 points, and Uruguay have got 1 ahead of their match this evening. How are South Korea going to respond? The better of the two sides early on. Number of set pieces, but no goals. And since then, things just haven't worked out. Kim Jin-soo, was he fouled by Tariq Lamptey? He says he was. Referee happy to play on as Kudus has it. Breaking forward down the right-hand side as Ghana attack. They're still going. Inside to Jordan Ayew. Ayew, the assist king today, playing from the left-hand side. His brother Andre's in the box, as is Inaki Williams and Mohamed Kudus. He gives it short to Gideon Mensah. Mensah, left edge of the box, goes back to Ayew himself, goes back to Salisu. Now Daniel Amati, Thomas Partey. Oh, it's such an easy, 2 South Korean players got caught there. And Tariq Lamptey made a good run. It was an easy ball as well. Partey played it into him. Ball wasn't quite there into the box from Amati, but as South Korea won all the second balls earlier, it's certainly all Ghana now. Gideon Mensah. Ooh, lovely turn by Abdul Samed. Inside, Kudus has come in from the wing. He's got Lamptey wide right. He's got to do it on his own, I think, because eventually he plays it off and out to Inaki Williams. Whipped ball in towards Jordan Ayew, just about away by South Korea. Kwon Chang-hoon will hook it towards Cho Gyun-sung. Salisu just easing him out of play. Ghana throw right on the halfway line. Gideon Mensah had a decent game coming into the side for Baba Rahman today. Mensah, as I say, plays his football. Addox there, 13th cap, the 24-year-old. Daniel Amati. There's no press from South Korea, and that's the problem, I think. See, Daniel Amati was down at walking pace. Obviously, the conditions aren't ideal for playing football, but there doesn't seem to be much urgency. There's no defending from the front, certainly. Son's in a bit of space, though, if he can find him. It's hooked to Son. First touch is the heavy one. He still has it. Can he get the shot away? He's got a bit of company now from teammates. Drilled effort from Kwon Chang-hoon. And a good save in the end by Ati Zigi. In fact, I think Son was offside. That's why I had so much space initially. But Chang-hoon, that's the best we've seen from South Korea. Over the crossbar. But a nice effort. Son was, we're seeing the replays now, Son was clearly offside in the end. But better than South Korea. Good response. Can they get a goal before half-time? It's certainly the way in the earlier match. The goals flew in before the break. There was one incident, 3-3 in the end. I went in at 3-2 as they were just kicking off. And it was 3-3 by the time I got into a studio, just about 30 seconds away. A great game between Cameroon and Serbia. And I think this one's got the potential for similar, if I'm honest. All to play for South Korea. And you get the feeling as well that attack is the best form of defence for Ghana at the moment. South Korea have it. Hwang In-byum into Jung Woo-young. He'll find a teammate. And that teammate is Kim Young-gwon. Kim Min-jae breaks forward, number 4 on his back, and finds that Kim Moon-hwan, the right back. Kim Min-jae's under pressure from Andre. Didn't need to foul him there, and he didn't, in fact. Then Jordan Ayew was not fouled. Kim Moon-hwan. I thought there was maybe a case of levelling up potentially for the referee. It looked like 2 fouls there. He didn't pick out either. Now wide is Kwon Chang-hoon. Back in towards Kim Moon-hwan, who made a third man run, but it was away in the end. Now on the halfway line, Kim Young-gwon does really well. Really nice play to find Kim Jin-soo with the outside of his left foot. Jung Woo-young is going to try look out on the left-hand side. Comes inside to Song Hyun-min, who's maybe taking up a more central position to get more involved. Back to Jung Woo-young. On the outside is Kim Jin-soo. Decent ball in. It's headed away, though, by Thomas Partey, who's back there. There were a number of Ghanaian shirts back in the box. In fact, all of their outfield players are in the Ghana half. Inaki Williams the most advanced, and he's surely only about 30 yards from his own goal. 40 minutes have gone. South Korea 0, Ghana 2. Salisu and Kudus the goal scorers. Kim Jin-soo works it back to Jung Woo-young, who's picked up a yellow card earlier in the game. He'll need to be careful, as Kim Min-jae works it wide to Kim Moon-hwan. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere at the moment. That's the problem for South Korea. Eventually it's played over the top, but I don't think Kwon Chang-hoon's going to be able to keep that in, and so is the case. Just looking back, there weren't any yellow cards for South Korea, barring Cho Gyun-sung, so he would miss the next game if he were to pick up another caution in that game against Uruguay. For Ghana, just having a look at them, they had 4 in total. Seydou's not playing today, Kudus, Andre Ayew and Inaki Williams, so especially Ayew, well, Kudus, Andre Ayew and Inaki Williams, they'll be desperate to ensure they avoid a caution. What could be a huge game against Uruguay in their next match on Friday, in the final batch of pool fixtures. Looks like Jung Woo-young's got a sore one. It's off his own teammate, Kim Moon-hwan. Went into the Al-Sadd player, who shares a bit of a joke with Anthony Taylor. Looks like it's going to be okay. The South Korean number 5, and Kim Min-jae plays the ball short to him, and back to him, and then they play a bit of keep ball between themselves. Eventually, Woo-young will work it to Young-won. Long ball, and not bad play by Cho Gyun-sung, but no teammate there to help him out as he nodded it back into the danger zone. And now Mahmoud Kudus plays on to Tariq Lamptey, the right back, breaks forward and plays it back into Kudus. Inside to Andre Ayew. Thomas Partey now. Partey inside and good play into Andre Ayew. One touch out of his into his stride. And was he fouled? He thinks so, but not according to Anthony Taylor. And Song Hyun-min can bring it away for South Korea. 2.5 left of the half. Korea 0, Ghana 2. Independent off-tube studio commentary as Son breaks towards the box. Well played, Daniel Amati. Watched it all the way. Kudus tried to keep it in. It wasn't to be, though. That was great play by Amati. Son's not played for a while, has he? Backing up to, well, actually the start of November, wasn't it? The final round of Champions League fixtures. But he doesn't look 100%. And obviously you won't be 100% if you had surgery on your eye socket. He's having to play with a protective mask, which can't be easy either. As Kim Jin-soo wants to take a short throw. We'll go back to Jung Woo-young. Now Kim Min-jae. Kim Min-jae to Kwon Chang-hoon. Kim Moon-hwan. Kim Min-jae. Kim Young-won now to Kim Jin-soo. They're not really going anywhere at the moment, South Korea. Eventually they do work it forward to Jung Woo-yang, who shows too much of it to Tariq Lamptey. Lamptey springs into the attack as well. Well played though by Kim Jin-soo. Read what he was going to try and do there, Lamptey. Lamptey gets back and makes amends to get the ball half away, but it's South Korea who have it just inside Ghana territory into the final minute of the 45. I guess we get 2 or 3 additional time. VAR check, of course, for one of the goals. Ball comes in to the Ghanaian box. Cho goes for it. It's away though by Ghana. However, Andre Ayew overcomplicates things and gives it up to South Korea. It's an elegant ball from Hwang In-beom, but between 3 of his players. He gets it back from Son though, and on the right hand side is Kim Moon-hwan towards the back post. Better delivery this time. However, it beats everyone. It'll be his opposite fullback Kim Jin-soo picks it up. Now Jung Woo-young Goes for goal himself. Not a bad effort, in fact. It was Jung Woo Young, wasn't it, rather than Jung Woo Young. And the number 5, in all the action, trying to whip it towards the far post. It was some way wide. Goalkeeper had it covered. But better a purpose and intent, I think, from South Korea there. As Ghana take their time. 5 minutes have been added on. Ghana are taking the time of restarting this game. Thought the additional time had calmed down a bit from early last week, but it seems to be back now. Probably right, though. We did have a long VAR check for Mohamed Salisu's opening goal. As O.A.T Ziggy goes long, Andrau beaten by Kim Min-jae in the air. The ball, though, allowed to roll out by Gideon Mensah. Ghana throw. Ghana impressed in this first half. 2 attempts at goal and 2 on target. South Korea still to hit the target with 5 attempts at goal. There are a number of set-piece opportunities. Delivery's been poor. And the thing that stood out for Ghana, I suppose, has been the quality when they have had the opportunity to get into the final third. They've looked pretty controlled in defence. And then when they've got into that final third, the quality of their delivery and their finishing. Glancing header from Kudos and Salisu firing home. You have to say, it has been pretty impressive from Ghana. Long way to go, of course, though. But it's Ghana who are at the right end as far as they're concerned. They've got another corner kick. 3.5 or so of the additional time still to play. Jordan Ayew looks like he will be the man to take the corner. 2 assists so far for the Crystal Palace player. Played more centrally for the Eagles this season, but wide on the left-hand side today. South Korea, I think, understandably making a point that he seems to be taking forever and a day. Certainly Kim Young-won, the 32-year-old defender, not happy. 98th cap for him today. Will he get to a century at this tournament? It doesn't look like it's at the moment, as this time Ghana failed to beat the first man, and Daniel Amati plays it back to Tariq Lamptey, plays it all the way back to Lawrence O.A.T Ziggy. Sangalan, goalkeeper, will knock it long. Ball really by Jordan Ayew. Now Thomas Partey just shepherds the ball into touch for a Ghana throw. Anthony Taylor's telling him to hurry up, but Tariq Lamptey looks in no rush, you have to say. The Brighton man who's not had as many minutes as he would have liked, you feel, the 22-year-old this season. Maybe with the change of manager and his form at the World Cup, he'll have more opportunities when the Premier League resumes on Boxing Day. Chance for Korea, maybe, on the right-hand side. Kim Moon-hwan inside to Woo Young. And back there, it's good defending by Ghana because they're all pushing up as a unit. They are pressing, whereas Korea don't seem to be. Again, it finds that Moon-hwan shapes to go on the outside. Solid made the run. Little inside ball, not a bad run. It was into Woo Young, who went back, and it kind of ricocheted off the shins of Moon-hwan and into O.A.T Ziggy's hands. Pat on the back from Daniel Amati. He probably told him just to waste a few seconds as we head towards the break. Just over a minute of the additional 5 left on the clock. As the ball's allowed to bounce and Inaki Williams can get into the area. Kim Min-jae as well makes the tackle. It'll be another corner kick for Ghana. Min-jae should not have let the ball bounce, but he did make amends to an extent by making that recovery challenge. Jordan Ayew works his way across to the left-hand side to take this corner. And wants to produce a better delivery than he did first time round from the corner kick moments ago. Again towards the near post, punched away well by the goalkeeper. He may have been fouled in amongst all that. The camera focuses on Thomas Partey, suggesting he might be the man who was putting the most pressure on the goalkeeper, who did well. In fact, I think the last touch came off. I think Kim Sung-ju punched it onto Thomas Partey. and it went off the shoulder of the Arsenal man. Out for a goal kick. South Korea, long ball again. Gideon Mensah will deal with it. Heads it, then hammers it in to touch Shaw eyes on Anthony Taylor. Just called time on what's been an entertaining first half. Korea were the better side earlier on. But Ghana lead 2-0 at the break. South Korea 0, Ghana 2 at half time. South Korea were the better side early on, but failed to take any of their chances, and Ghana have been quality in the final third. The first goal came in 24 minutes. Jordan Ayew whipping in a free kick. It ricocheted around. South Korea didn't clear, and Mohamed Salisu hammered home. On 34, it was 2-0. Mohamed Kudus with a glancing header, again from a Jordan Ayew assist. Ghana have been quality in the final third. South Korea still to get going. And Ghana. Ghana 2-0 up at the break. Taking their chances. Header from Kudos following a Salisu smash into the nets from short distance. Ghana have got the game back underway. Salisu long ball forward, just having a look around. Doesn't appear to be any changes, but we will update you if there are. As the ball goes forward, chance may be for South Korea, but no, it's a foul on Salisu. And a free kick to Ghana, just inside their own box. Cho was looking for a potential foul, but not to be. Ghana will play out from the back. In fact, there has been a change by the looks of it. John has gone off. He struggled to get into the game. He was one of those players to come in, and Na Sang-ho, who he actually replaced from that game against Uruguay, has come on down the right hand side. Looks like Kwon's gone inside in the number 10 role. Som will still play from the left, so one change for South Korea. One change by the looks of it for Ghana. So South Korea are now 4-2-3-1. Kim Song-ju, Kim Moon-hwan, Kim Min-jae, Kim Young-won, Kim Jin-soo, the defenders, Hwang In-beom and Jung Woo-young. The holding midfielders, Son Hyung-min, Koo Chang-hoon, Im Nang Sang-ho, supporting Cho Gyu-sung. 4-3-3, maybe a 4-2-3 for Ghana. Whichever way you look at it. Ati Ziggy in goal, Lamptey, Amati, Salisu and Mensah across the back. Partey and Abdul Samed alongside Mohamed Kudus, who got the second goal in midfield of both Ayus, Andre and Jordan supporting Inaki Williams. Kim Jin-soo plays it back to Young Wong Yu. That was a clear foul, I thought. O.A.T certainly thought so, the Ghanaian coach, on his edge of his technical area. But the whistle wasn't blown. Kim Moon-hwan has it. Now down the line to Kwon Chang-hoon. And back to Jung Woo-young. Into the feet of Kwon Chang-hoon again. Again, South Korea happy to move the ball about, but it's getting in and behind Ghana where they have struggled. As again, they keep hold of the ball, but they are playing in front of Ghana. Unlike South Korea, pressing and putting pressure on from the front. South Korea have been a bit sluggish to make life difficult for the Ghanaian defenders when they've got the ball at their feet. As this time, Jung Woo-young turns back. Down the line is the substitute, Na Sang-ho. Deep ball. Both Cho and Son are there, as is Kim Jin-soo, but it's Mohamed Kudus who comes away with it. He's still going, and it's a good covering challenge by Jung Woo-young, but Ghana have run themselves about 50 yards of territory there. As their fans celebrate on the sidelines. Daniel Amati now into Mohamed Salisu. Right to Gideon Mensah. Thomas Partey will open his body up and coolly and smoothly switch the play to Tariq Lamptey. Inaki Williams back to Mohamed Kudus. Kudus goes past one, goes past two, then goes square to Gideon Mensah. He can whip a ball into a loaded box. Plenty of Ghanaian shirts in there, but Kim Jin-soo does well at the back post for South Korea. Heads it away, but Ghana come up with the seconds. Kudus, who's been excellent in a more familiar, well, I'd say, right central role. More attacking certainly than he was against Portugal. He was almost a central midfield player in that game. And he's whipped in towards Andre Ayew. It's half away by South Korea. Tariq Lamptey gets the seconds. He mazily dribbles into the box, and in leaning back, his left-footed effort is over the crossbar. Good play by the former Chelsea man. Again, understandably a reluctance to tackle him, I think, from Ghana's point of view there. Lamptey sliding in. O.A.T applauds. The coach I mentioned played against the Czech Republic in 2006 in Germany. Out of his 15 caps for Ghana, 35 for opposite number Paolo Bento, including the 2002 World Cup and Euro 2000. And certainly O.A.T will be the happier of the two coaches. It looks like Kim Jin-soo has actually picked up a bit of a knock. He turned into Tariq Lamptey. Both of them were turning for the ball, him and Tariq Lamptey. I think Kim Jin-soo, by just being a bit taller than Tariq Lamptey as much as anything, got caught on the nose and has to receive a bit of treatment. I think he'll be okay though. It was a cut rather than any sort of concussion. They're just stitching him up, not even stitching him up, I think just wiping it down, maybe a bit of Vaseline. And he should be okay. He's allowed back on by the fourth official. As South Korea get the game back underway through goalkeeper Kim Sung-ju. They are Going right to left on our TV pictures. Independent off-tube studio commentary. Still Korea 0, Ghana 2. A result that takes Ghana top of Group F. But of course with Uruguay and Portugal still to play this evening. South Korea bottom of the standings as things stand on 1 point. Uruguay also on 1 point. Ghana now on 3 as things stand. Portugal on 3 from their victory over the Ghanaians first time out. But still a long way to go, you feel, in this game as Kim Young-won plays it down the line. It eventually works his way to Son Heung-min, who can't angle his pass away from Daniel Amati. Amati's been excellent at the back today for Ghana. Kim Jin-soo, Kim Gwon-young now moving it around nicely, eventually to Kim Jin-soo again. Decent ball in, header from Cho, saved by Ati Ziggy. That's the first opportunity Cho's had. Cho Gu-song in the middle of the box, in the side today. Good ball in by Jin-soo on the left-hand side. Then Cho was there, heading for goal. Ati Ziggy diving to his right-hand side. Keeping it out. Looking at it again, lovely. Good reflexes by the goalkeeper. Punched away. And then to safety. Well, Amati will do anything but play safe. Goes across his goal. Gideon Mensah, the left back, does the right thing. Nods it back to the safety of the goalkeeper. As Salisu now goes long. Looking for the head of Kudus, but it's Kim Min-jae who heads it away, and South Korea win the territory battle with that one as well, because Mensah can only play out for a throw. Salisu gets over the top of Cho Gyun-sung. Jung Woo-young then goes back to Kim Min-jae. Stops, thinks about going forward, but goes backwards instead to his goalkeeper Kim Seung-ju. Kim Young-won now, good ball to Kim Jin-soo. Takes Lamptey out of the game. Kim Jin-soo's ball is a poor one though, it's over everyone. It'll be rescued at the far post by Na Song-ho, the half-time substitute. Byom now has it, he gets it back as well from Cho, but he gives it away, and now Partey into Andre Ayew. He's got 2 men to his right, 3 men to his right, Partey, Inaki Williams and Mohamed Kudus. Andre Ayew still has it, edge of the box, tries to thread it through. The retreating Kim Jin-soo makes the interception. Out for a corner kick, it was what he needed to do. Could Andre Ayew have been a bit sharper playing the ball towards his colleagues? I think maybe so. Another corner kick to Ghana. Deliveries weren't great from Jordan Ayew from the corners, but of course he got the 2 assists for the goal. Salisu and Kudus taking his time over this one. Andre Ayew and Inaki Williams at the near post. Again it goes towards the near post, and almost we see what the plan is. There was a last touch, I think, off Na Sang-ho. In fact, no, it's Kim Moon Hwam who nods it on, but we saw the goal from Morocco at the near post yesterday, and you get the feeling that everyone's going to be trying that from now on. Again, Ghana go towards the near post. All South Korea's corners from the near post, maybe. I've just figured out why. They're trying to emulate the Moroccans. Deliveries haven't been great from the quadrant this game. Neither was that from Mensah, who chipped it wide towards Kudus, but Kudus had to work hard and couldn't work hard enough to keep it in. Out for a throw. Looks like Lee Kang-in is going to come on, the Mallorca man for South Korea. Cap number 8 also came on against Uruguay. He's going to be given plenty of time as well, with just under 35 minutes left of the 90, plus any additional. We got 5 of those in the first half, and usually a similar story in the second half as Kim Young-won comes forward. As I mentioned, elegant left-footed player. No option for him. He's making the point as Jung Woo-young takes over. And his ball's too strong for Kim Jin-soo. And it will be a throw to Ghana. Tariq Lamptey taking his time. And who's the man who's going to come off? Well, Jung Woo-young went off at half-time. And now Kwon Chang-hoon has also gone off. Those two interchangeable. And ineffective, really. Neither of them really played as well as they would have liked in their time on the field. And as I say, it will be Lee Kang-in to come on. See some South Korean fans there trying to get their players going. That's been a bit of a flat performance, and yeah, it could be a long way back, or it is a long way back, as Tariq Lamptey throw just in front of O.A.T, 30 yards or so from South Korea's goal. On the right as Ghana attack, and Lee gets his first touch. He'll find Kim Moon-hwan. Lee Kang-in wants it back. Instead, it goes one behind him to Jung Woo-young. Jung Woo-young, nice footwork by him, gets away to Hwang In-byum. Now Kim Young-won down the line to Kim Jin-soo. Lamptey half blocks his attempted cross, then he beats Song to it, then Lee gets involved, the new man, and makes it 2-1. Does Cho in the middle of the box. That was poor defending by Ghana. Fine ball in by Lee Kang-in, who's made an immediate impact. Cho had a warning sign earlier on, saved by Ati Ziggy. There's not a lot the Sangalan goalkeeper could do this time around. It's a good ball in by Lee. Good dogged play. Looked like Ghana had got away with it, but Lamptey was caught on the ball by Lee, who looked up, whipped it in, gets the wrong side of Sally Sue. He was at fault for that penalty, wasn't he, against Portugal, Sally Sue, and he gets totally the wrong side of Cho Gu-sung. And stooping down, he headers home. 32 minutes left, and time for South Korea to go maybe for an equaliser and beyond. Ghana just need to find a bit of what they had in the first half. First they're going to have to do some defending, though. Half-time substitute. Na Song-ho has it. Now Lee, he's obviously got a point to prove. He thinks he should be in the team, you feel. He's been ever so bright since coming on only a couple of minutes ago, as Kim Moon-hwan plays it in towards Lee. He just loses his footing this time, the Mallorca man. Out for a goal kick. John Ayu's got a problem here. Kim Min-jae's down as well. Did they clash? He gets caught, Ayu, but because he's slow to the ball, in my reading of it, I think Kim Min-jae's issue may have come a bit after. Seeing a great whipped ball in by Lee. As I say, Cho Gun-sung got across. His man nodded it down into the ground. Paolo Bento keeping his cool. His fellow coach is a bit more animated. You'll know there's time left in this game. Cho Yu-sung, the goal scorer, had an earlier effort. It was well saved, but this time no chance for the goalkeeper. Fifth goal for his country, Cho Yu-sung. And Ghana maybe just lacking a little of the shine they had before. They tried to play a set move out from the back from a goal kick there. Thomas Partey's ball was too strong for Tariq Lamptey, though. And South Korea got the ball back. They almost lost it. Mensah was stepping in, but no. Lee, the impressive Lee, has got it again for South Korea. Son down the line. Kim Min-soo, and a 2-2. It's a powerful header once again, and it's Cho. Kim Jin-soo's ball from the left-hand side, and Cho, and in a matter of minutes, South Korea have turned the game on its head. They were struggling, and now they scored 2 goals out of nothing. Ghana, they have just not come out in this second half. We see the Ghanaian fans with their hands on their heads. Different story for South Korean fans. They rejoice. I'm going to see it again. No pressure on the ball. I mentioned Ghana gave the ball away initially. It was Kim Jin-soo, a nice inside run inside Son. And then Cho, no one even read his run. No one jumped with him. Kim towards the back post. Bang! Header. Fine header as well. No chance for the goalkeeper, who got a hand to him, but only into the roof of the net. Cho gets up, hammers it home. No chance for at his Iggy, and what a game we've got now. It was game on at 2-1, and this time Paolo Bento shows more emotion. Runs down the touchline in celebration. The South Korean fans looking happier, as you'd imagine now. It really is a game on. As Garnett trying to inject a bit of calm. Do they need to make a change, you wonder? Got options on the bench, but it is a very young squad. They've got the experience out there with the likes of the Ayus, the Marty, Thomas Partey. As Paolo Bento urges his team to get over the line. Now they're playing, now they're pressing as two players actually foul Thomas Partey. Looking at the bench, Baba Rahman is the only player by my count who's got over 40 caps for Ghana, and he's a left bar. He comes on today, and it's his 50th international cap, so it'd be nice for him to do so, but you wonder how he would fit into things. O.A.T's back on his bench, deep in conversation with George Boateng and Chris Hughton, both part of his coaching staff. You have to say he's recruited well from that point of view, but Ghana, poor ball out to Lamptey, out for a South Korean throw, and the game could take a bit of a breath. It's a great header by Cho, that second one. He just gets over everybody, takes everyone out the game, and makes sure it's his ball. Goalkeeper, no chance. Much to the delight of the South Korean fans who've made it to Qatar. And again, Kim Min-jae shrugs off Ayu. There's a South Korea player down. It's head injury as well, so Anthony Taylor's done the right thing to stop the game. I think it might be Hwang In-byum, number 6, who's down. He looks in some distress as well. The Ghana fans looking some distress as well. Seeing it again. Thomas Partey gets above him, and I think Thomas Partey, does he head him on or catch him with the elbow? He wins the ball cleanly for me, but it might have been a loose arm. The stretcher comes on. I don't think it'll be required. It looks like, I think they're just going to be able to seal a cut. Daniel Amati not happy at all. Screams at Abdul Samed. Salis Abdul Samed on the wrong end of Daniel Amati's wrath there. As the two sides come together, and well, it looks like Hwang In-byum's going to potentially have to go off here. At least he's going to have to go down the tunnel and receive some extra treatment off the field. You're doing their best to put pressure on it. And they're asking, will they need to make a change? The body language of the two sets of fans is so interesting at the moment. As you imagine, the South Korean fans are up and dancing, whereas Ghana, it seems, all got a bit quiet down at their end. As half-time substitute Na Sang-ho, he has it back to Kim Moon-hwan. Sang-ho again lifts it towards the back post. It's away by Thomas Partey, then Kudus coolly chests it up in there and hammers it long. Inaki Williams gives chase. Kim Min-jae needs to be careful here. It's not for the first time South Korea have let the ball bounce there. However, the Napoli man recovers well. I wonder if he's got a problem, Kim Min-jae. He's down on his haunches when he doesn't have the ball. He just seems to be taking a moment to rest himself. Kudus gets the push on Kim Jin-soo, I thought. But no, it's happy to play on, referee Anthony Taylor. Hwang In-byum has been bandaged up. The old cliche that Terry Butcher would. It's not exactly flattering, the job they've done, but it's an effective one as he comes back onto the pitch. Ball rolled in behind to Inaki Williams. He goes for goal. Oh, Kim Min-jae's in trouble here. It's offside, in fact. He made the block, but straight away he went down. Not quite sure. They're almost playing him as a sweeper now, keeping him as a spare man by the looks of it, South Korea. Inaki Williams was just offside by the looks of it. Otto looks on, looks down towards the corner flag, assesses potential substitute options maybe. As Kim Seung-ju, the South Korean goalkeeper, has to take the restart. Abdul Samed tackles him. Byum. I just hesitated for a second there because it wasn't flattering the bandage he had on. It wasn't effective either. It's already come off. I shrugged it off. Hopefully he's going to be fine. He looks quite bright, you have to say, as he wins the ball again. Then Na Sang-ho plays it off of a Ghana player and out for a throw to South Korea. Kim Min-jae strokes it but grimaces at the same time. You do wonder. Kim Young-won has it now, his fellow central defender. Almost into the final quarter of the game. Jung Woo-young on that yellow card himself, and Daniel Amati having picked up cautions in this game. Lamptey does well to win the ball away from Lee Kang-im. And it looked like it wasn't going to be given to Ghana there. But Anthony Taylor was on the spot. O.A.T is still giving the instructions, but you don't see any players ready to come on. He must be thinking about Osman Bakari, who scored off the bench against Portugal. He has to be an option. Andre Semenyo is a good player at Bristol City as well. He could, in a game that's opening up, really suit him. As Mensah back to Inaki Williams, misses his kick. Kudos, 3-2! Ghana have gone back ahead. Kudos at the back post. Inaki Williams missed his kick, and Kudos kept his cool and stroked the ball home for Ghana, much to the delight of their fans. Kudos emulates Cho Gu-sung, grabbing himself a brace. Ghana back ahead, and now the South Korean fans left rubbing their heads in disbelief. Just seeing it again. Salisu, lovely turn by Thomas Partey, threads it in to Jordan Ayew. Gideon Mensah, no one tracks Gideon Mensah's run. That's where the problem lies. Inaki Williams misses his kick, and I think Kim Jin-soo's trying to make up for not being tight to his man, and then maybe unsights goalkeeper Kim Seung-ju. And he goes into the corner. Keeper gets a touch. Inaki Williams, his eyes literally like Toby as the ball comes to him, but he misses it. Keeper gets the touch, but Kudos gets enough on the ball to send it past him. 3-2 Ghana now. And the Ghana fans are now the ones celebrating. 21 minutes left plus additional time. Paolo Bento trying to get his players up for the game again. South Korea are ready to restart the match, but Ghana taking their time getting back. What a game. What a game this has been. There's Cho on the hat-trick, of course, but he's wide out on the right-hand side. The last touch comes off Thomas Partey. Kudos gets his second goal, as we say. 2 attempts on goal, 2 on target, and 2 goals for the Ajax man, who certainly benefited from his change in position. I mean, out of position in the first game, really. I think Ghana actually have looked at a better team with a back four. It means they've got both Ayus in the side. Gideon Mensah's played well as the left back, head of Baba Rahman too. And I suppose when you're a squad who've not played together so much, maybe a back four, back to basics is the easiest way to settle people into the game. Jordan Ayew now breaks down the left-hand side. 1 win in 10 games at the World Cup for South Korea. They looked on for it. Maybe they will still be on for it. But they have got, again, they are behind. So Ghana, the lowest ranked team, of course, at the World Cup, 61st in the rankings. Made the quarter-final stage in 2010. Group stages in 2014. Crashed out round of 16 in 2006. They have won 4 games in total in their World Cup history. 4 of 22. Will it be 5 of 23? We'll have to see. And Anthony Taylor spots a foul. And a brief break in play. In fact, it went out for a throw. Looked like Ghana potentially making a change. Kamaldeen Sulemana, 20-year-old Wren midfielder. I could see there, number 22 on his back. Will it be one or will it be more than? You do wonder. Of course, 3 windows to make your substitutions in. 5 subs in total, but 3 changes, barring concussion changes, and not including half-time. That counts the window itself, doesn't it? As Cho down the right-hand side. Did he cause the hand of Gideon Mensah there? No one seemed to appeal. Gideon Mensah gets the last touch. He goes out for a South Korea throw down by the corner flag on the left-back side of the defence for Ghana. Kim Moon Hwan back to Hwang In-beom. 1-2 between himself and Jung Woon Young, and it's back in by Kim Moon Hwan. It's away by Mohamed Salisu. This is where Ghana's quality on the break can really set them in good stead, but John Ayew's ball wasn't the best. Deflected, but Gideon Mensah, cool as you like, on his left foot, cuts inside his right, gives the ball away though, wins territory as Lee Kang-im finds Son Heung-min, who is unceremoniously brought down by Tariq Lamptey, will get a yellow card. And no remorse almost from Tariq Lamptey. I think he knew what he was doing there. You can't let a player like Son score, or have a shot on target rather, a sight of goal. One for the team there, Tariq Lamptey. He joins Daniel Amati and Jung Woo Young in the book. 17 or so minutes left. South Korea 2, Ghana 3. Independent Off-Tube Studio commentary. Lee Kang-eum's lining this up. Lee Kang-in, the Mallorca man. I mentioned 8th cap today. Still to score an international goal. Will this be his opportunity? Son stood over it too. South Korean fans still chanting. And so Lee Kang-in sets things up. Jung Woo Young's also over there. He's shown in the first half of that effort wide of the top corner that he can hit them as well. It looks like going to be Lee's ball, this one. He's lining the wall up. Taking a lot of time over this, you have to say, South Korea. They're obviously pretty confident. They've got 3 men in front of the Ghanaian wall as an extra obstruction. Still, Tariq Lamptey's maybe his punishment for giving the free kick away. He's the man who's going to lie behind the wall for Ghana. Still, South Korea, it's almost as if they can't decide what they want to do with this free kick. They've got 3 men over it. They've got 3 men stood in front of Ghana's wall, trying to make it themselves awkward. Ati Ziggy waits, all in green, as I say in the first half. White boots though. Lee Kang-im is ready to go, you feel. It's a deliberate run-up. Left-footed ball's not a bad one. A save by Ati Ziggy. Good effort by Lee, that one. Ati Ziggy had to get down low. He got it up over the wall. And crucially, almost bouncing in the inside of the post. But the goalkeeper got across. Palmed it away. And it will be Lee to take the corner kick. In swing with his left foot. He's made a difference that's coming on, you have to say. The usual jostling looks like it's going on in the box. Lee again goes towards the near post. Is a handball. Cho wants a handball there. Straight away, a number of the South Korean players ask for it. Eventually it comes back to Son Heung-min. Back inside on his right foot. Blocked by Tariq Lamptey. Should have gone on his left. He screams at Kim Young-won for a poor ball in his eyes. Maybe should have taken that first time. All gone down the line. Cut back on his right foot. A chance had gone there. Lamptey did well to get back. Forward again. Lee still on the right hand side. On his left foot. Gets into the box. Deflected. Up towards the back post. And Lee Kim saying, oh, it's away. Lee Kim Jim-soo rather it was. It was away at the back post. Salisu, I think, getting back there. Maybe Gideon Mensah. It's all happening and all at the Ghana end of the pitch here as Kim Min-jae still battling through that injury. Finds Kim Moon Hwan. Back to Kim Min-jae now. Kim Young-won Lee Kang in. Back to Young Won, and South Korea playing with more assurity and confidence now. Ghana, maybe some nerves starting to come into their play. Son just tries to turn it around the corner to Kim Jin-soo. Thomas Partey comes up with it. Inaki Williams holds it up. He's fouled there, surely. The advantage is being played, but it's not an advantage. It's a yellow card to Kim Young Hwang. He joins the likes of Daniel Amati in the book. He wasn't on a yellow card, as we said. That Cho was, so he has to be careful because he will miss the last game against Uruguay. And I think there's a change coming. So both teams are going to make a change. Or changes in the case of, it looks like Ghana. Dennis Adoy will be one of those to come on. I think it is Kamaldeen Suleimana, the other man. Adoy playing at Club Brugge these days in Belgium, who previously represented internationally. It's a strong challenge, it's fair to say, from Young Hwang there. It's a yellow card, the 32-year-old. And a triple change, in fact. I think it looks like Daniel Kofi Keira, who came on as well, the Freiburg man, he came on in the first game. Andre Ayew, not as able maybe as he was in his previous years. The same Jordan Iron. And Tariq Lamptey, he goes off. He's not played much football this season, so 90 might be a stretch. Maybe his age might be the case for both of the Ayew brothers as they go off. And Jung Woo Young has gone off too for South Korea, to be replaced by Hwang Yu-jo in the middle of the park. Might lead to a tweak in formation because he's gone right up top. So 4-4-2 for South Korea now. Adoy's gone on as the right back, as Mensah plays it forward. His opposite left back, Kim Jin-soo, hammers it clear, and Adoy will get his first touch via a throw-in just inside his own half, I think. He'll take the time over this, Ghana. Dennis Adoy being told to hurry up by the fourth official. Goes down the line towards the hero at the moment, Mohamed Kudus. And he plays a little 1-2 between himself and the Newman, Kire. As the last touch was actually a Ghanaian one. They throw to South Korea in their own half. Kim Jin-soo, the man to take it. Looks for his options. Ooh, that is a great throw. Not seen that so far. They could have used that in the first half when there were a number of set pieces. Gideon Mensah, cool, and so is Thomas Partey. A little Cruyff turn to get away from Son Heung-min. And the pass is behind Dennis Adoy. Thomas Partey will get it back and then whip it out to Mohamed Salisu. It's another topsy-turvy game, I think it's fair to say. Had a tough time against Portugal, scored in this one, but not always been defensively sound. As now it looks like Abdul Samed's gone one further on. He controls it. Now Kudus, and then all the way back from Salisu to Ati Zigi. Into the final 10 minutes, Korea 2, Ghana 3. As I want to see another change by the looks of it for Ghana. Alexander Jiku, who played in the first game, the Strasbourg man, 28 years old. 20 of cap, this will be a defender, so you feel they might be going 3 at the back. Now, Salisu hammers it up into the air, hammers it high, but only to the edge of his own box. Cho, the ball bounces off him. Kudus lofts into the air, Keira is in there. It's not convincing, I have to say. Suleimana can't bring it under control. Then eventually Abdul Samed, who's done some good dirty work, shall we say, in the middle of the park, hammers it out for a throw. It's not convincing, you have to say, for Ghana. Both sides you feel are nervous here. So much at stake. Korea trying to get an equaliser. Were 2-0 down, got it back to 2-2, and Kudus made it 3-2. And now Ghana on the break, actually. It's Inaki Williams who's too good, really, for the Koreans. He plays it into the path of Kira, the new man. It was deflected off a South Korean player. The goalkeeper, Kim Sung-ju, did not know if he could pick it up. Potential for a back pass. Great play by Inaki Williams. He carried it about 50 yards. No one got anywhere near him. They tried to foul him. Hwang In-byum almost got him. It was a heavy touch. Maybe one of being called off the bench by Kira. And out for a corner kick. George Boateng issuing the instructions to Jiku. Say the Strasbourg man has been told to wait until perhaps the next stoppage, or has Mohamed Kudus been withdrawn? I think he may have done. The Ajax man applauds the Ghanaian fans, and yes, straight away Jiku puts 3 fingers up. I mean, they're going to go 3 at the back now. Kudus, the match winner as things stands. Kira will take the corner, an outswinger from the right hand side. There's maybe a head injury here. It's hammered over by Ghana. It's Cho. Korea won't want him to go off. He was on the wrong end of, I think, it's Mohamed Salisu actually. Cho wins it and Salisu's attacking it. Cho runs across him and unfortunately him gets caught. South Korea play from the back. I think Cho's going to be okay as Hwang In-byum works it to Kim Moon-hwan. Gap to Kim Min-jae. Just fizzes it to Kim Young-gwon. Kim Young-gwon will switch the play nicely. Knows trap the run of Kim Moon-hwan. Kim Moon-hwan gets there. Salamana tries to. It comes to Kim Jin-soo. He goes for a goal. Should he have crossed? It was an awkward angle for him, you have to say. It was very narrow. It's going to be difficult to deliver the right kind of cross there, you feel. He went for goal himself over the crossbar. Always leaning back. Went for power rather than placement. The goalkeeper happy to see it go over his crossbar. 6 and a bit over the 90 to go. Of course, there will be added on time. My guess will be 5 minutes. Probably more. As Atizigi gets the game back underway. Long clearing kick. Certainly now a back 3, come back 5 for Ghana. There's Inaki Williams. Plays it off the shins of a South Korean player and go on the attack himself. Then he plays it off the foot of another South Korean player and wins his side a throw. Down by the corner flag as Ghana attack going left to right on our TV pictures. Independent off-tube studio commentary. South Korea 2, Ghana 3. Gideon Mensah with the throw. 24-year-old is looking and asking for options. There aren't many, so he's just going to have to. Well, I thought he was going to have to throw it into the area, but no. Suleimana's taking it on. He's trying to keep it into the corner there, and then Abdul Samed comes across and smashes it into the stand. The Ghanaian fans back to enjoying themselves a bit more as Kim Moon-hwan prepares to take this throw into Cho, who's recovered from that potential head injury, wins a foul off Abdul Samed. 5 minutes to go. Lee Kang-in, the substitute, finds Song Yoo-min on the left-hand side. 1 step and 2 step and over past Thomas Partey, plays it short. And Lee Young-gwon back to Lee Kang-in. A switch of play finds Kim Moon-hwan. Kim Moon-hwan has time to settle himself, dinks it towards the back post and bodies, and Kim Jin-soo is at fault for Kudus, well, would be the winner. Kudus' second goal is desperate to try and make amends. He gets up, headers it, can't get the purchase he would have wanted. Goes out for a throw, a goal kick rather, and well, Atizigi, I thought it was walking the tightrope and maybe getting a yellow card there, but Gideon Mensah is down. Baba Rahman, you would think would be an obvious change should they have to make it, but Mensah's played really well today. I think it's cramp more than injury. The medical staff come on to help him out. So we see the goals again. Salisu firing home from short range. And then Kudus nodding home to make it 2-2 before the break. Then Cho got in on the act, nodding past O.A.T. Ziggy. Then he got a second, bang, straight over the top of everyone and into the net. 2-2. South Korea thought the game was there then, but Kudus stepped up to stroke home what looks like it'll be on, at the moment, is the winning goal. The Ghanaian staff doing their best to ensure that Mensah can continue. I think they've still got, they've got one change left. It's whether it's the windows, isn't it? I think they've got one window left as well. So Babarama, the ready man, could come on. Should he look to use him? And yes, he is ready to go. Former Schalke and Chelsea player, of course. Augsburg, I think, was his first big break in the Bundesliga. And Babarama does come on. All changes, or does he not? He's got to wait for... Yes, he can now come on. He was just delayed by the 4 officials board. Mensah's played well. Rahman, who started the first game against Portugal, goes into that left wing back row. The minutes tick by, but Andy Taylor has signalled he has stopped the watch. It's all being taken into account as O.A.T. Ziggy's long goal kick bounces out for a throw. South Korea was almost rugby union-esque, that. He played for territory. Got the bounce as Kim Min-jae goes back to his goalkeeper, who sweeps it to Kim Young-won. He hammers it forward, maybe a tired clearance that. Didn't have the purchase he would have had earlier in the game. Suleimana can't keep it in for Ghana as it's played for by Salisu. Kim Seong-ju, the goalkeeper for South Korea, strokes it wide to Kim Moon-hwan. Kim Moon-hwan into Lee Kang-in. No, in fact, it's Hwang In-byum. And now Kim Seong-ju into Kim Young-won. And now Lee Kang-in. You imagine he's going to start the next game for South Korea. He's been excellent off the bench. Almost into the final minute as Hwang In-byum works it wide to Kim Moon-hwan. Ball into the box towards Cho. Salisu gets the header away. Back in by Kim Jin-soo, is over everyone. Kim Moon-hwan will rescue at the back post. What can he produce? Gets on the outside, his man. Not a bad ball. Babarama makes a headed clearance at the near post to safety. His first intervention there. May even have been a crossing from Na Sang-ho there. Oh, so Hwang Yu-jo. There's another target for South Korea. Everything's gone towards the near post. Will he go towards the back or the centre of the goal? Into the final, well into the final minute. As Anthony Taylor ensures that there's no pushing and shoving. Lee takes the corner kick again. It's towards the near post, headed away. Lee will get a second go at it potentially. Na Sang-ho played it down to him. It's fizzed back into the box and away by Daniel Amati. Now South Korea have it again in Hwang In-byum. 10 minutes have been added on. Time to maybe get an equaliser or a winner. We'll see. Son onto his right foot, blocked by Dennis Adoy. It comes back to a teammate. That teammate was Lee Kang-in. He couldn't find the finish though. South Korea still coming forward, and Ghana, I'm going to have some defending to do, you think, in the closing stages of this game. Hwang In-byum into Kim Young-won, and maybe a bit more composure about South Korea now. They've got time to play with. Song Yoo-min, Lee Kang-in, back to Kim Hoon-hwan, who whips a right-footed ball in towards the back post. It's kept in by his fellow fullback Kim Jin-soo. It's nodded down by Lee Kang-in. Safety as far as Ghana are concerned, though, into the hands of Lawrence Atizigi. The seconds continue to tick by. Natty Ziggy's told to get on with it. He's still got the ball. Seen there, 16 attempts on goal for Korea, 4 on target, 7 for Ghana, 3 on target. All 3 of them have been goals. Their finishing really has made the difference so far in this game. Of course, more action to come on this service as we go along in the day. 4 o'clock, Brazil against Switzerland. 7 o'clock, Portugal against Uruguay. Kim Min-jae is going to be replaced. He's been carrying an injury in the second half. Just having a look who it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be Kwon Kyung-won to play. So another centre half to stay in the shape with the Gamba Osaka player coming on. 8 minutes of the additional time still to be played as Cho receives the throw in. Kim Moon-hwan will go down the line. Thomas Partey shows his class by going inside a would-be tackler and offloads it to Abdul Samed. Back to Daniel Amati. Jiku's there. Should he use him? He does. Eventually, Jiku with his left foot will clear up towards Inaki Williams, who got a whack in the head from the new man there. Kwon Kyung-won. Rather. In fact, it was a foul against Inaki Williams, according to Anthony Taylor. The Athletic Bilbao man can't believe it. Referee ain't going to change his mind. 7.5 minutes of additional time still to go. Kim Young-won has it. Allowed to make his way into the Ghana half. Ghana getting bodies behind the ball. All 11 of their players are behind the ball now and count back in their own half. Kim Moon-hwan has it. Now Lee Kang-in works it wide to Son Heung-min into the box. Goes on the outside. Dennis Adoy does really well. Double ricochet. Last touch came off the former Fulham man. It will be a corner kick. Son's going to take it. Wants to get on with it quickly. Asking for his teammates to get up. Give him an option. Keira is the near post man. Thomas Partey's there as well. They've been very effective for Ghana, as this time it's Babarahman who wins it. Good powerful header as well, actually. Now his team to get back out and find their shape again. It's whipped in by Na Sang-ho. Finds us all the way to Song Heung-min. Gets to the byline. Cho maybe for the hat-trick. No, he shaped his shot on his right. Went down his left. Dennis Adoy intercepted. Son has it, though. Under pressure from Abdul Samed. Abdul Samed still going at him. Can't get the foul away. It's come to Lee there. Now Cho. Left edge of the box. Goes for a goal. Saved at the near post by Ati Ziggy. Cho's gone down with cramp now. Another corner kick. 6 minutes of the additional time still to go. Will be Lee Kang-in to take it. I think Cho's going to be okay. He went for the hat-trick. I think maybe he could have squared it back. As South Korea. Again, they don't beat the first man at the corner. On the edge of the box, Hwang In-byum will be under pressure from Abdul Samed. In fact, it was Suleimana, wasn't it, who committed the foul. There's a sore one there for the Korean number 6. But a chance again for Lee to put the ball into the box. It's going towards the back post, this one. 2 arms up, which has been the call when they have had these opportunities. Away by Jiku. The Strasbourg man who's only just come on. Played back in. Bounced off the chest of Hwang Yu-jo. And Lee's almost quarterbacking the team from his own half now. 5 minutes still to play. In from Kim on the left-hand side. The heads go up. It's Salisu gets head away. Kim Jin-soo was with the ball in. Dennis Adoy nods it away. Hwang In-byum gives it to Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in towards the back post. There's Cho. It bounces and bounces away from Hwang, but he's kept it in. Well played by the substitute. Deep ball in from him. Again, it's Kim Jin-soo who's up there. Hooked away by Abdul Samed. They need to get up the field here, Ghana. Well, South Korea need to create some more clear-cut chances. Lee again digs out the ball. Kim's at the back post. The goalkeeper, Ati Ziggy, somehow punches it away. There's bodies everywhere. There's a foul as well. And Ghana have the chance. It's against Cho, the foul. And Ghana have the chance to clear their lines. It's Jiku who was headed back in, and Cho was there, and he's pushing Jiku. Ati Ziggy just about punches it away. That punch could have gone anyway. Skidded off his right hand. Paolo Bento can't believe it. 3.5 of the additional time still to go. Daniel Marty's going to receive some treatment now. Cramp, I think, again. The spray's being used to try and just relieve those muscles. This will be added on, of course. I don't think it's anything sinister. I think he is generally injured, as we're seeing that save from O.A.T Ziggy at his near post. Cho won't have hit many better with his weaker left foot. The goalkeeper was equal to the task, palming it away. Both hands, safety first, good save. And O.A.T Ziggy to take the resulting free kick. Amati back on his feet. Goes long. Inaki Williams is complaining he was fouled by Kyung Kyung-won, who's just come on. But now he's been told he was the one doing the foul. It's twice that's happened against him. Kim Yong-won looks to get things underway again. Son Heung-min dropping into his own half. The Spurs attacker, 2.5 of the additional 10. Maybe a bit more to be played. As Kyung-won finds In Byum. Now to Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in cuts back inside to Lee Young-won. He floats the ball right to left. Kim Moon-wan just lost his footing at the wrong time. Suleiman did well to get back and head it relatively clear, but not out of his own half. And, well, fair play to Inaki Williams. He's kept the press going all game, and he's put South Korea under a bit of pressure there, and they have it in their own half now through Kim Young-won. He goes long, looking for Hwang, who controls it brilliantly, in fact. Brings it down, he's then fouled. Deep ball in by Kim Hoon-wan. Is then away just about by Jiko, and then Suleimana. Good bit of play there, skillfully with the outside of his right foot, volleys it away. And then he looks chases after the ball. I think it's going to be a foul as the advantage being played. Hwang In-byum, he heads it. Kim Jin-soo's in there as well. Bodies everywhere. Jiku's won the 4th or 5th header since coming on. Now Lee Kang-in. Oh, I thought it was going to be Hwang's ball there. Away just about by Ghana. They're right on their 6-yard box. Kim Moon-wan down the right-hand side. Dinks it back towards the penalty spot. There's no one there. Jiku heads it away, but only for a corner kick. Everyone piled in there for South Korea. They just needed someone to play with a bit of patience and mark the penalty spot, and they would have been free there. Lee Kang-in with this corner kick, in-swinger with his left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 South Korean players in the box. Goes to the near post again, headed away again by Mohamed Salisu. 30 yards out, Hwang In-byum, left-footed ball in, chipped away, in towards the half-time substitute, Na Sang-ho, away by Dennis Adoy. Seconds ticking by, Son Heung-min receives it back from his teammate, deflected cross. Ghana players fighting each other to get it away. It's halfway. Lee Kang-in goes for a goal over the crossbar. Is that going to be it? The moment looked like it was going to be there for the Mallorca man. He cut back inside on his left foot. However, he couldn't find the target. And as you can imagine, Mohamed Kudus, the camera, goes back onto the Ajax man. 2 goals for him. Nervously pacing the technical area. Just wants the whistle to go. The South Korean fans do not want that as O.A.T Ziggy prepares to restart the game from the goal kick. Clears upfield. Header up in the air by Lee Kang-in. Anthony Taylor hesitated. Looked like he was going to blow his whistle, but I think we're going to get a minute because of that Amati injury. Kim Moon-wan has to go forward. Lee Kang-in can only go back to Kim Young-won. Kim Young-won over the halfway line into Hwang In-byum. Now the substitute, Kwon Kyung-won, goes for goal himself. It's deflected. Corner kick. Will they be given time to take it? Everyone's got to get in the box now for South Korea. The same for Ghana as they look to defend. No, they're not going to give him time to take it. Mohamed Kudus has done the job for Ghana. The referee, Anthony Taylor's receiving the wrath of the South Korean players for not allowing to take that corner kick. However, he had played a minute of extra stoppage time. A total of 11 in the end. South Korea couldn't get the breakthrough. Ghana have won 3-2.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take